Graham slotted out to the left. He's back to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Right.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Christian Michael was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl. And the
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Back to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now Stafford steps away to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. Stafford now to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback, right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. He's back to throw. This will be caught at the 2. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Stafford, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation. Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
versus Cruz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good for a Giants first. And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. And on 2nd and 10 now. One final try now from Manning. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl.
Oh, my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Alert! Back!
Now Stafford. That's caught at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Emmanuel Sanders with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Second down now after the incompletion. Gabbert to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot now for Gabbert. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Stafford. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One last shot for Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. Winston. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here, Stafford out to his left. On the crossing route, that's complete to Clark. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being out.
Larry Ridley here in our Orlando studios, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
The offense just scored and took the lead with 2 minutes to go in the game. Now it's up to the defense to make it stand up.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. One final try now for Bortles. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't. Your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this one across the 40. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. Stafford now to throw. He completes it to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time, and we'll see. Out of the gun, Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10, Stafford again. Ebron caught left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see. Now it's Stafford. Finding time. All kinds of time. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Mike Daniels able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Out to the flat for Reddick. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the... From the gun, here's Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back. Try again. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Dante Hightower charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. The reception good for 7. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care. Difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mom betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm a martyr who just never got his time to
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now Bradford. This is Johnson. He's got it. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing, Bradford. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill. The receiver catches the ball, just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And Rudolph has it left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Bradford again. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 3rd and 1, here's Bradford. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A first down throw for Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Bradford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A second down throw for Bradford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Bradford to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.